What's up, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today's video we're talking about SA Rugby considering a State of Origin series, which excites me big time. Now, this is coming into play because we aren't currently sure whether or not we're going to be able to play international rugby this year, because we are hitting the peak stages of COVID-19 and traveling abroad is probably not going to be allowed unless some special arrangements get made, or if we start reducing the numbers. But unfortunately, at this state, it's not heading into that direction. And after our address from our president last night, it's still not looking good. So unfortunately, we aren't currently sure when we are going to play rugby again. They've just got the clear for the guys to go back to training soon, so hopefully that will get up to way. So we're already way behind what New Zealand are and Australia now, currently in the second week of their Super Rugby tournament. So it doesn't look like South Africa are going to be playing in the Rugby Championship, unfortunately, unless things change. And for the sake of the sport, I hope it does, because I want to see international rugby. But in the meantime, what they're going to do, if that is the case, is create the state of origin series, which means players will go back to their original roots of where either they went to school or played college rugby and started off in their provincial career. So they will go back to where they were born, which I think is absolutely awesome, because there's a lot of provinces around South Africa that have lost out on great talent because just better opportunities to go play for the Stormers or the Bulls or the Sharks or the Cheetahs or the Lions, you name it. So for me, living in Eastern Cape, I know that Eastern Province has produced quality rugby players. I can think of three Springboks already on the top of my head. Makozola Mapimpi, Siya Kolisi, Lukanya all originally from the Eastern Cape. So for them to come back here will be absolutely outstanding, and it will give the southern part of this one hell of an exciting tournament, which I think could be absolutely magnificent. Now, the whole blueprint of this thing is still blurry. It's still not been decided. But this is the thought that they want to do, and create some excitement around to really bring the fans back to the sport. Because yes, we're probably going to still do a little bit of Super Rugby. But for me, the State of the Origin series will be absolutely awesome. It gives an opportunity for us to see where the guys came from. And it said it could see battles between North and South, or coastal and inland, depending on what is decided. I would have all four. You have North, South, coastal, inland, and you play against each other and see who the best is. And it could create such an electric atmosphere. Of course, fans aren't allowed at the stadiums, which sucks, but it will create something on the television. It will be something very curious and exciting to watch. And I, for one, will definitely be analyzing that series because it's just something different. We haven't seen something like this before, and we see it in New Zealand of the hype and the excitement of the North versus South Island battle, and everyone's pumped, everyone's talking about it, everyone's curious to see how it's going to come around. Now, creating something like this for South Africans, for us to see where our original stars came from, is awesome, and I think it's just going to give it a good opportunity for something different. We've often said it. I've said it to all my mates and saying, I want a tournament where we can see the guys must go back to where they were from, and we see how they play. I mean, the Sharks, for one. I know in the past we've always been called for taking on the Cheetah players. Now go back to the originals, and you see the Cheetahs form. You see the original guys in the north south. Obviously, it's not the Cheetahs, and they're not going to go back. But having a combination of north, south, coastal, and inland is going to be absolutely awesome. Think of the inland team, the coastal team, which will form us, north, south. I mean, you never know. It could be north of South Africa, but because we've got a little bit of everything, I would split it up and make something good of it. We've got players, we've got teams, and you can create something really unique and special. So for me, if this is a plan B option, if we don't get into the rugby championship, I'm all for it and I'm happy for it. And I really hope it works, because it's just going to bring a new type of excitement to the franchise series. We're needing it because Curry Cup, Super Rugby, we've seen it reunite in New Zealand, and it's doing very well. Australia also not too bad, but New Zealand, it's where it's really kicked off. Now, if you do this in South Africa, something different, something unique, I think this is going to shoot, and it'll be something exciting to watch. But that's just my thoughts. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I think it could be an awesome thing. But it says here the Department of Sport and Recreation announced on the 6th of July, which is a few days ago, that a return to training for contact sports in South Africa has been gazetted, and that sporting bodies had 14 days to submit their proposals. Obviously, everything's been proposed. Supersport understands what's going on. So hopefully we can see the announcement coming in the next day, a few days, where these guys can go back to training and we can formulate something like this, because that is going to be exciting. But until then, we'll have to wait and see, because COVID-19 is still upon us. That's going to do it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, smash that thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you real soon for another one. Stay safe, never give up. Cheers.
Subscribe to his channel for more rugby content. You won't regret it. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.